Welcome to the 2-year anniversary of the lankmandan YouTube channel. Hello there everybody, my name is lankmandan. If you haven't guessed that already, you're a bit stupid. And today I am doing my second video of my year in review style series. I did one last year where I went over the past year of my channel, took a look at the goals I set for myself, whether I achieved them, and also set some goals for the next 365 days. And today is the second year of me doing this. So without further ado, lankmandan year 2, was it litty? Than last year. So just to catch you guys up that maybe haven't watched last year's video or seen my channel before in general, on the 21st of May 2022, I uploaded the very first video on this YouTube channel, which was I started as a level 1 in 2022 in GTA Online. At this point, I of course had 0 subscribers, 0 video views, and 0 videos not including this one. I think I technically had 5 subscribers because my friends subbed to my channel, but that doesn't really count and I wanted it to look nice and neat. So deal with it. 21st of May 2023 is when I uploaded the first video of this style, my first year on YouTube. And at this point, I had a total of 99,000 subscribers, 8.9 million video views, and 69 videos. Haha, nice. Now, last year, the past 365 days, I set myself some goals. Those goals included reaching 250,000 subscribers, getting a total of 25 million video views across my channel, uploading over 50 videos throughout the course of the year, having 5 videos with over 1 million views over the course of the year, and finally, continue to go to broke to ball in IRL, aka don't be a financial homeless man. So, did I achieve my goals? Let's take a look, shall we? Starting off with the subscriber count, I sadly did not hit my goal of 250,000, although we didn't do too bad, did we, boys? 241,000 subscribers overall as of the date of recording, and 142,000 subscribers gained from last year to this year, which I'm very, very happy with. I set the goal of 250 being a little bit ambitious without being too ridiculous, and to come within the 10,000 subscribers of that goal is really good. I'm also noticing throughout this whole video, I keep saying subscribers and I feel like I'm not pronouncing it correctly. Apologies for that, I can't speak normally. But as you can see throughout the year, we did pretty well. There was obviously a bigger spike towards the start over here, and we'll get into reasons for that later. And it has had some dips and some peaks in some other periods, but it's been relatively consistent. There hasn't really been a point throughout the year where it's been like tragically low and I've been losing subscribers or anything. So I'm very happy with how things have gone. Now we can move on to video views, which is arguably the more important metric for being successful on YouTube nowadays. And we ended up with 30.5 million total views on the channel. 21.5 million views is what I gained within the past 365 days, and I had about 9 before, so that adds up to 30.5, which is fantastic. I beat my goal of 25, all good. You can also see I have 4.7 million hours of watch time, which if any of you are interested in how the math of that works out, it is actually 536 years of watch time. So make of that what you will. I think people are watching me way too much and wasting their lives, but hey, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Now, I want to go over a few little individual things within this graph here. At the very start, like I said, there is a bigger peak, and that is because I'm coming off the success of my Oppressor Mark II video. If you've watched my channel for any more than about 2 seconds, you've probably seen my how to get the Oppressor Mark II, or how long does it take to get the Oppressor Mark II in GTA Online, and that video has just done insanely well. It obviously had a very big spike at the start here, but even to this day, it is my consistently most watched video and probably makes up about like 20% of all the views I get. It's a bit ridiculous. Then once you hit September and November, there's quite a bit of a low period here. Specifically here, I picked out as kind of the lowest part of the year. And in that period, I uploaded my episode 50 of my series Broke to Ballin', which was just a compilation of my favorite moment from every episode. So it wasn't like a super interesting video for like non-fans, for example. And then I also uploaded a GTA guesser, which don't usually perform that well. So that, along with, you know, me not uploading much here and here, makes sense why the views were lower. But then in December, towards the end of December, we got a little spike here. There were a few good videos here. I think the Chop Shop DLC in GTA Online came out, which was really good. And then my Doomsday Heist video, which is one of my favorite videos, maybe my favorite video I've ever made, came out, I think, December 31st. And that ended up having a real good peak here and is still doing pretty well to this day. So that's what my views look like for the year. I'm pretty happy with it. I couldn't really ask for much more. The only thing I could have done is been more consistent on my end around this period here and around the past couple of months at the end here. But in terms of the actual performance of the videos that did go up, it's been pretty good. Now onto an interesting one. Did I manage to upload over 50 videos over the course of the last year? I just spat on my microphone. I really hope you didn't see that on the camera. Just about. We got pretty f***ing close. I double checked and we got exactly 50. So from the video after last year's version of this video, because I didn't include this since it was uploaded on the 21st, from that next video until my most recent one, we got exactly 50, which we cut it a little bit closer than I would have liked, but I will happily take it. I achieved the goal. That's all that matters. Now you can see on the right here, some of my favorite videos or most interesting videos I made throughout the year. Very happy I made that because it was close. It was really close. Now, still speaking about videos, how many did I get that made over 1 million views? Well, there's one, as you probably could have guessed. There's another, and another. And if you're good at spatial awareness and can tell, you probably can guess. We got 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, or 8, just 4, just 4. So we failed. I suck. Like, I'm the shitty, even though we didn't get 5. If you take a look at the views of these videos, we've actually done bloody brilliant. Of course, we have a video here that just hit 1 million, a video that's just over 1 million. Then we have this one that's over 2 million, which is pretty good. And then we have this boy, 7.6 million views on a single video. Now, I don't know if you guys can do math, but 7.6 is higher than 5. And I know when I mentioned the goal of 5 videos over 1 million views, I didn't say like 5 videos at 1 million, I said over. But I didn't expect to get a video that far over 1 million. And if you actually add up all of these numbers of these 4 videos, it adds up to 12.2 million views, which is nearly 40% of the total views on my channel, which is just ridiculous. Even though we didn't achieve the goal that I set for myself, I think we achieved something even better, if I'm being honest with you. And I didn't actually miss out on the 5 video target by that much either, because we actually have 4 other videos over 750,000 views. I think one of them is nearly at 900,000 as well. So we weren't that far off, like at all, pretty much. So even though we failed, we take the dubs here. And then the final question for this part of the video is, am I broke or am I ballin'? Yeah, I did just answer a multiple choice question with a yes. Fight me. The reason why I've done this is that, one, I'm not going to show you the inner workings of my finances. I don't care that much about it. I'm not going to prude about my finances, but like, no. The reason I say yes is that I'm not like super rich or anything. I'm not like a millionaire or anything, but I'm also doing very well for myself. The demons are trying to get out. I don't know if you've noticed, but if you watched last year's video, my 1 year video, and this one, I'm in a new place. I moved from a small studio apartment to a 2-bedroom apartment, so YouTube's allowed me to done that. It's been very nice having an actual office space, not just sitting in a hallway where you can see my sink in the background. So that's been really good. I've been able to afford a trip over to Europe to see my friends from high school. I've been able to buy a good PC and other things. So I'm doing well, happy with how we're all going, but there are still some financial things that scare me, like taxes. Although I'm probably not alone in that. So now we just have an overview of the goals, and out of these goals, we achieved 3 out of 5, which is pretty good already. But if you look at the 2 that I have failed, the 241,000 subscribers and only 4 videos with over 1 million views, it's not really a fail. Like, the subscriber one is, I guess, technically, but then the videos with over 1 million views, like I explained earlier, we did really well. So even though it's 3 out of 5, it feels like a complete success to me. I just noticed that I keep leaving my mouse on the screen. I'm sorry for that. It's probably going to annoy you in the comments. Shut up. I'm not redoing this video now. The other thing I set myself last year was a couple of non-numerical goals. And sorry, not a couple, a few. Couple means 2. I hate people that do that, and I just did it myself. A few non-numerical goals. Few means 3, doesn't it? 1 means 5. I set myself 5 non-numerical goals. So the first one was to start streaming on a weekly basis minimum. I didn't do that. I streamed, I don't know, maybe like a total of 10 times throughout the year or something. I don't want to make excuses, but I'm going to make excuses. Here I basically just yapped for 2 minutes about how I don't sleep well and I get sore eyes and I have to wake up early to stream. Blah, 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 who cares, move on. I would still like to do it more, but I think it will be a thing of like, when I have a video idea that makes sense to stream, I will stream, but otherwise I probably won't do it on a weekly basis because I'm a bitch, apparently. The next goal I set myself was to start working with brands in terms of deals and sponsorships, and I did this a little bit last year. I had an Opera GX sponsorship and a Manscaped sponsorship, which are 2 ones I was very happy to get since I used both of those products. And then I also got a bit of a discount on my PC. I didn't get like a sponsorship deal or anything, they just gave me a discount because I was a content creator, so that was pretty cool. And if they want to give me an actual like deal or something, that'd be sick as well. I doubt they're watching this though. Probably not as much as I would have liked to, but I'm also a bit of a noob when it comes to doing sponsorships and stuff. Like the Manscaped and Opera ones, they just reached out to me through an ad agency. I don't know if I can contact companies. I don't really know what to do, so I kind of just sit and wait for an email, and I don't get many that I'm interested in. So now the next one was to expand my content both within and outside of GTA. In terms of outside of GTA, didn't really do that well. I of course uploaded the Starfield video, which did pretty fucking terrible. And then that's about it. In terms of within GTA though, I think there was a decent amount of experimentation. We of course had the new series playing 1 hour a day for 7 days. I did a bingo video with Hacky that I'd like to continue doing with other content creators. I did the Doomsday Heist video, which is technically an episode of Broke to Ballin', but it was very different in terms of the editing style and overall feel of the video, which was really cool. There was a good amount. I still would like to do more since Broke to Ballin', my main series, still takes up probably like 80 to 90% of the content I make. But overall, I'm content with how that went. Now, the next one was to collaborate with other creators, and similar to the brand sponsorships, I did about 2 or 3 collaborations. I didn't not do it, but it also wasn't a lot. I obviously did the bingo with Hacky on my channel and also on his channel. I got the opportunity to do a GTA guesser with Dark Viper AU on his channel, which was an amazing thing to be offered, so I really appreciate him reaching out for that. I did another collaboration on Hacky's channel with LKG as well, which was like a Q&A thing, so I did a few here and there. Not as much as I probably would have liked, but I'll take it, you know. I'm not the most social person. I want to change that, but it was alright. And then the final one was to continue to work on and grow my other channels, Lankman Plus and Lankman Talks. And I will say the other channels just weren't a priority over the past year. Lankman Plus, I think I uploaded one video, which was my Cluck and Bell Farm Raid speedrun, which was part of a video from my main channel, so it wasn't even dedicated. And then for Lankman Talks, which is like my commentary channel, I did upload a couple of videos, but again, it was a thing that wasn't a priority and I didn't really have the motivation to work on it. However, there might be new stuff coming for that shortly, so stay tuned. Now, I want to add something to this year in review video that I didn't do last year, but I want to make a staple of it going forward, and that is a year rating. So out of 10, what would I give the year? It's really difficult to, you know, put everything that happened this year into a single score out of 10, because you can take into account my personal life, YouTube, health, fitness, mental health, relationships. You can take into account so much stuff to put into a yearly rating. So it's really difficult to do, but I'm going to try and do it anyways. And the rating I came up with is just an 8 out of 10. I'm not going to do 8 point something because it just gets too complicated at that point, but 8 out of 10. In terms of YouTube, I don't think I could have asked for better. If we were rating this just on my channel, it would probably be something like a 9.5, 9.7 out of 10. The reason why it's down at 8 is because YouTube is a very isolating job for me, at least the way I am socially. I didn't get out as much in the past year. I did get the opportunity to go see my friends in Europe, like I said, which is really great for a couple of weeks. But apart from that, I have spent a lot of my time locked in my room making videos or just being lazy. So social life, you could argue, just being outside in general, physical health and stuff have taken a hit. Not so bad. It would have been a lower score if it was so bad, but it's enough for me to recognize that it by no means was a perfect year. And it's going to take a lot more for it to be perfect. When I was making this presentation last night, I had to think about this, and to get a 10 out of 10, so many things have to go right. I reckon like the channel grows by like 1 million subs in a year. I go to a bunch of events and meet cool people. I get engaged. Like, it's so many things have to go right for a 10 out of 10 a year that I think it's almost unachievable. So that if it does happen, you know, it's a really good year. But I think 8 out of 10 is pretty realistic. It sort of sums up how I feel about the past 365 days. And if I can keep having 8 out of 10 years for the rest of my life, I will be completely happy with that. It's above average, way above average, and I really can't complain. Okay, so now that we're done talking about the past, let's go ahead and talk about the future. What do I want to achieve in the next 365 days? Well, once again, we have some numerical goals that I've set myself for the next year. And starting off, the first goal is going to be 500,000 subscribers. Now, this is a pretty hefty goal. This is more than doubling my current subscriber amount by just a little bit. It's going to be tough. I think if you looked at the graph earlier, I gained 147,000 or something subscribers in the past year. So we're doing another 100,000 on top of that for the next 365 days. And by the time this video next year comes out, GTA 6 will still be a few months away. So I can't rely on the boost of GTA 6 that my channel will get. I'll have to have just hard work and lucky videos that do well. Although in saying that, I do believe I can reach it. Now, the next goal, we're going to stick with 500,000, but just add on a couple more zeros, and we're going to try and get 50 million total views. Now, currently we're at 30 million. Last year we got about 21 million views. So basically, if I get the same amount of views this year as I did last year, we'll be good. And sticking with the theme of fives, once again, I want to upload 50 videos in the next year. Again, consistency is going to be key for me. So doing that, yes. Not much else to say, really. Now, moving on to the next goal, it's similar to last year's one, but probably a lot more difficult, and that is to get 3 new videos with over 1 million views. I really want to achieve this because I need to prove to myself I can still make banger videos. All my videos that do have over 1 million views or have a lot of hundreds of thousands have been videos that have been out for quite a while, so I need to keep proving to myself I can make new content that is received really well by the algorithm and by the audience. So that's going to be a big goal, and I hope I can achieve it. Now, my final numerical goal for the past 2 years has been a financial one. The first year it was make $100 from YouTube, and the next year it was not go broke, which wasn't really numerical, but doesn't matter. This year I want to switch that. We're going to be switching from a financial goal to a social one. And that means I want to make videos with 10 or more new creators within the next 365 days, which is a lot of socializing for me when I'm really bad at it. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge to actually do that, but I do really want to make that happen. One, to, improve my social skills and circle and whatever, but also if I'm doing GTA related videos in terms of my collaborations, bringing the GTA community together a bit more before GTA 6 is a really good thing because it's quite fractured, to be honest. There's like a couple of little bubbles here and there, but like there's not that many creators who like really participate in things together on a consistent basis. So I would like to maybe help achieve that. God, I'm rambling so much. I have no idea what's going on, but on to the next goals. Non-numerical. This is the fun one. Not really. I don't know why I'm saying that, but non-numerical goals for the next year. The first one is going to be I love speaking. Become more well-known within the YouTube space. Now, this is obviously non-numerical because you can't really put a number on what well-known is. And it's also a thing that will just naturally happen as my channel grows more. But in terms of what my thoughts were behind this is that currently I'm doing pretty well. Nearly 250,000 subscribers, a couple of big videos, and people that watch GTA Online rags to riches grinding content probably know me. However, outside of that, I don't really have much weight within the YouTube sphere. I'm in a very small bubble, and I would like to grow outside of that even just a little bit. Now, the next one is going to be make and sell a branded item. Now, I'm not going to be a sellout here and make a shitty t-shirt or hoodie and just sell it for the sake of it. I generally want to make a product or have a product made for me that I am really proud of and I can wear myself or hang up in my room here or something. I think I've seen examples of posters made for other YouTubers in the past, or there's obviously a lot of YouTuber merch out there, some of which I really like, and making something that I'm proud of that can represent, me, what I've achieved on this platform, not as a financial thing, but more as a pride thing, is a goal of mine that I do want to achieve. I've been thinking about making merchandise for over a year now, just haven't had the opportunity or real desire to make it yet because I'm a bit of a perfectionist. If I don't think it's going to be good, I'm not going to make it. So this is going to kind of come down to me finding someone to make something good and actually think it's worth putting out. But that is a goal I do have. I gotta say, lads, my throat is getting sore speaking like this. It's only been like 30 minutes, but I'm dying for some reason. It feels like I'm presenting at like a stage. I guess I am standing up, that's part of it. But next one, and this is gonna be the only goal on the non-numerical list that is staying the same as last year, and that is expanding my content both within and outside of GTA. Again, same as last year, I want to do more. Broke to Ball has a limited lifespan. It will probably end within the next year or so. So I need to make more content that people are going to enjoy and expand my horizons, basically. You get the picture. Now, the next one is a little bit interesting. Being involved in a creator event. Now, there's a lot of things that come to your head when you hear creator event. It could be something like Ludwig's gaming challenges. Could be something like Locked In, which is a UK Big Brother type thing for YouTubers. And there's even things like, if you guys watch RuneScape YouTube, which I don't know how many of you do, there's a YouTuber called SoupRS who does a thing called the Gillinall Games, which is basically Survivor, but just in RuneScape. There's a lot of events that you can do as a creator. And whether I get invited to be in one or have to make one myself, I think doing an event with 6, 8, 10 creators or more to bring a community together and get myself out there would be a really, really cool thing. I don't really have any prospects for this at the moment. I may have some ideas if there was to be something I did myself, but I think it would just be a cool thing to achieve. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, but it would be really sick. And then moving on to the last one, I know I said I wasn't going to do any more financial goals, but I lied. The last one is to have another consistent income stream. At the moment, my only real income stream is from YouTube AdSense, and I get a few other things from like YouTube memberships, and sometimes when I stream on Twitch, I get a bit from there, but it's not that much. Right now, all my eggs are are in one basket with YouTube, and I would really like to not make that a thing. The reason why I haven't put this in numerical goals is because I don't want to put a set number on it. It would be nice if I could make $1,000 a month from some other revenue stream, whether it be merch, sponsorships, streaming on Twitch more, investments outside of the YouTube creator space. I don't know what it could be, but it would just be good for me to do that, just so I know that if YouTube fails, I can still do other stuff. Or if YouTube slows down, I have another thing to fall back on. I'm actually getting lightheaded. Like, there's something wrong with me. Why am I getting lightheaded? Holy shit. In my last year's video, I did talk about my other channels a little bit and gave myself goals. But like I said, they were kind of not important this year. Not a priority because they don't make me money. And I know that's not the end all be all of YouTube. I'm not just doing it to make money. But I would rather focus on my main channel. But Lankman Plus, now known as Lank, is going to be a place where I just upload something if I just want to upload something that's like low quality, not edited, or not related to GTA. Probably won't be very often, but there might be some stuff there and I'll let you know whenever there is. Lankman Talks, which is now being rebranded to Denial because it's Daniel with the A and E swapped, and that's my name. I know, very creative. Is a channel where I do like more serious gaming commentary, and right now there'll be no videos on it because I've taken down the other ones, but I do want to start making some videos on there throughout the year, which I just talk about more serious topics, give my opinions on things, not like politics or anything. I mean like how to deal with motivation and stuff like that, which I probably shouldn't be giving that advice because I'm pretty bad at it myself, but you get the picture. If you guys have seen the new channel Nico that's been going around where he makes Minecraft commentaries, or the weekly slap by J Schlatt, that's the type of style video I want to make on here because I really enjoy doing it. And then finally, Lankman VODs is just whenever I stream, live stream goes on there, so there's that. But I don't really have any goals to set for these channels. I'm not really unhappy or happy with them. They're just kind of there if I want to use them. Maybe in the future, I will take more advantage of my second channel to do other games or in real life stuff or whatever. But right now, it's just kind of there. But that's about it. I think it's been a pretty good year overall. Like I said, I gave it an 8 out of 10, and I'm very happy with it where I am at the moment. YouTube's going well. I had a bit of a rough couple of past weeks just for some in real life things. I made a community post about it, but we're back on the grind now, making videos, getting stuck into it, and I think this video has really helped me refocus like where my priorities are, what goals I want to achieve, and with the hefty goals of 500k subs, 50 million views, 3 videos, above 1 million, I really need to start working hard now if I want to achieve them. So make sure to look forward to all the new content that's going to be coming out. There are some video ideas I have that are beyond psychotic and might generally kill me. Not actually, I might have more of a spiritual death, we can say, but they're going to be horrible to do. Trust me, you're going to want to wait and see them. But apart from that, I know you're sick of hearing me saying this all the time, but I've been doing YouTube ever since I was 11 years old, and it's always been my dream, even before I knew you could make money from it, to do it as a job. And all of you that watch me, mainly those of you in the GTA Online community, which is weird because it's usually toxic, all of you have helped me to make that dream come a reality. So thank you all so much. I really appreciate the support. You don't understand how much it means to me that I can make stupid videos on the internet screaming at a video game and make money from it. I keep hitting things. That's probably going to come up in the audio. It's fine. I think that is about it. I have rambled through this video insanely fast. I'm probably speaking at 1,000,000 miles a minute. My throat is sore. My mouth is dry. But we did it, baby. Woo! I'm also wearing cargo pants. I'm not even in like a suit. Like, this is terrible. See ya.